We want to solve for x, so they tell us just cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply 30. Whoops. I'm going to multiply 30 times x minus 2 when I cross that way. And then when I cross the other way, I'm going to multiply 10 times x. Then after that, we just have to solve it. So I got 30x minus 60 equals 10x. We could subtract the 30x, and we get negative 20x. And then we get x equals 3. Everybody okay with that?
Oh, wait, how did we get negative 20 from subtracting?
We subtracted 30.
What?
We subtracted 30.
Like this way?
Okay.
I want to go back to the beginning where it says excluded values. What are the values that x cannot be?
-3.
None of those things are true.
Oh.
Look at the denominators. What can x not be? 0 and
X minus 2.
2.
2. Good. If I plug in either one of those, that means I'm dividing by 0, and we can't divide by 0. Is our answer any of those?
No.
Then we got a good answer. Okay, looking at the next one, what are the excluded values for that?
3.
What? Just the bottom. Just the bottom. Can't divide by 0. It's okay. It's okay.
0.
Okay, so here we go. Let's cross multiply again. So I got 7 times x minus 3. And then I got x minus 3 times x plus 4. So we end up with 7x minus 21. No. And y'all like this way.
Which way?
The way we're doing it right now.
I do like
not like
Just wait until I show you the other way to do this one. Okay, so now we've got stuff on both sides. It's going to be a quadratic. We're going to have to factor it. So we're going to have to move everything so we get 0 equals. So it'll be x squared minus 6x. We'll add 21. So that'll be plus 9, correct? I know, right? This isn't a bad one, though. This is just x minus 3 times x minus 3. So what does x equal? 3. X minus 3, is that equal? Can x equal 3?
No.
So no solutions. That means if I were to graph both of these, they would never intersect. That's what you would see on your calculator. Okay, now would you like to see the faster way? This is the way I like to do it. I like to multiply across by a common multiple. In other words, whatever will make the bottom go away. So I'd multiply across by x minus 3. When I multiply here, the x minus 3s would cancel, leaving me with 7. When I multiply here, the x minus 3s will cancel, leaving me with just x plus 4. And then I get x equals 3.
Hold up.
But
You lost me.
wait, you lost me.
X minus 3 times 7.
No, when I multiply this one right here, notice they would cancel. So it's just 7. Then when I multiply this one, you see they'd cancel. So it's just x plus 4. I pick what I'm going to multiply by. Oh, then I might have to multiply by both. You'll see. We'll have one like that in a second. Okay. So, how did I get 3? Subtracted 4 from 7. Did you eat today?
No, I didn't.
I'm showing. Okay, so now we're going to do it the way I just talked to you about, which is going to be the least common denominator. Okay, let's start off with our excluded values. What can x not equal?
6, 3, nope.
1.
0 and 6. 0 and 6. That's it. Okay. Now, what I would multiply by is whatever is the least thing I can do that would cancel out all of those denominators. Definitely need an x. I need a 3 as well, don't I? 3x, and then I also need x minus 6. Do you agree?
Is this your way?
This is the second method.
So we don't have to do it this way. That's what you're
you possibly could have to show that you understand how to do it. So, yes.
Could possibly mean.
But at a certain point, then you can choose. Okay, so here we go. You ready? I'm going to multiply these. I'm going to use a red pen. This is an X, and I cancel out that X, correct?
Yeah.
Leaving me with 5 times 3x minus 6. Okay, I'm going to go back and erase. Can't erase. I'm going to undo. Okay, my X is back now. I'm going to put my X back. My X is back. Now I'm going to multiply this piece. Notice there is a minus sign. Do you notice this time I'm going to cross off 3x and 3x, which is going to be 4 and x minus 6. And then I have equals. Now my 3x is back. And I'm going to go all the way over here. And this time I'll cancel off that and that, leaving me with 7 times 3x. Now, if you wanted to cross multiply this, you would have to get common denominators on the left side first. You can only cross multiply if you have a fraction bar on each side. There can't be any plus or minus going on. Okay? You would have to have a common denominator on the left side before you can cross multiply. Okay, so this right here is going to be 15, correct? So I got 15x minus, what's 6 times 15? 30, 60, 90. Minus 4x plus 24. And then 21x. Is that all okay? Okay, now I just have to start putting together like terms. So here we got 15 minus 4. That would give me 11x. And then I've got negative 90 and 24. That would give me what? 66. Equals 21x. Okay, now I'm ready to start moving stuff side to side. I could subtract the 11x. And we get what? 10x. And then I get x equals negative 66 over 10. What? Oh, I do. No, I do. Wait, no. No, I subtracted the 11x. I subtracted the 11. So then we could reduce this by 2, get negative 33 over 5. I don't know if that's correct or not. Is it a 0 or a 6 though?
Nope.
No, so we know we can't cross it off by that. How can we check this in our calculator to make sure it's right? Graph the left side, graph the right side, see where they intersect. So you see how if this is a multiple choice or just put in your answer type thing, you can do it that way? Okay. Here we go. Another one. Excluded values. Let's start there. No, because there's no x over there with a 4.
0.
Nope, there's no x by itself. It's just negative 2.
Oh.
So now we're going to multiply by 4x plus 2. And that's going to knock out all of our bottoms. When we multiply the first one, what cancels out? Leaving only the 3 and the x plus 2. Minus, when we multiply the next one, what cancels out? Leaving only the 4 and the negative 3. And then the last one, what cancels out? Leaving the 5 and the x plus 2. So then we just got to do some distributing and simplifying. So we got 3x plus 6. Very good. Okay, can we simplify that left side a little more?
Yeah.
No, just put the constants together.
Oh.
6 minus 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what do I want to do? I want to get my x's on one side and my constants on the other side. Yep. I would probably subtract the smaller x. So I would subtract 3x, which would give me 2x over here. And then I'd subtract the 10, which would give me negative 16. So I subtracted the 3, and I subtracted the 10. X equals negative 8. Can x equal negative 8? Yes. Once again, we could plug this in our calculator to make sure we got it right. Questions, problems with that? Nope. Y'all good?